dignitaries, professors, students, ladies and gentlemen. I think that I can speak on behalf of all those who traveled to Buenos Aires to attend this global classroom when expressing and joining Manfred in this respect, expressing our sincere thanks, cordial thanks for hosting this meeting, for offering us these beautiful premises. This is a particular thank addressed to the municipality of Buenos Aires, and to support offered on a regular basis to our LATMA program under the leadership of Veronica Gomez. This edition of the Global Classroom is marked by its particular timing, nature, and topic. Let me briefly address these features, really briefly. Timing, this is the first global classroom taking place after the Global Campus of Human Rights was established as a legally registered international institution, as association. As we proudly emphasize in our information materials, and Manfred Novak mentioned it, this is a unique network of more than 100 universities, or about 100 universities, depends how we are counting it, around the world, striving to develop human rights and democracy education. The legal steps taken some 2 months ago give us a new organizational quality and provide the framework for even closer cooperation and deeper partnership in the future. And what is important, and I think this is also indicated by Professor Novak, these steps have been welcomed by our existing and new partners who are looking for interaction with Global Campus. Above all, however, these steps have strengthened the capacity of the universities involved to contribute to our main cause, human rights education. Here we talk about the nature of our organization and also about the nature of this global classroom. Serious. Our approach is result-oriented. Our approach is change-oriented. And our approach is human rights holder and victims-oriented. As Herbert Spencer said, the great aim of education is not so much knowledge, but action. Through human rights education, through high-quality training of human rights professionals, we want to contribute to the protection of people, to assisting them in the enjoyment of their rights, and to prevent human rights, and to the prevention of human rights violations. Nelson Mandela said that education is the most powerful weapon we can use to change the world. Let's add, human rights education is part and parcel of this endeavor. During the period of transition to liberty and democracy in many parts of the world, the human rights education was globally demanded as a vehicle for these processes. The Second World Conference on Human Rights in Vienna in 1993 inspired and reflected the response to this demand. It concluded that human rights education, training, and public information are essential for the promotion and achievement of a stable and harmonious relations among communities and for fostering mutual understanding, tolerance, and peace. Major projects like ours were put in place. What, however, was equally important, educational initiatives mushroomed at the ground level. At a certain moment, the progress achieved allowed for talking about a success story. A recent rise of distance to human rights in some corners. A too wide acceptance of populistic and nationalistic arguments demonstrate, however, in a brutal way, that the mission of human rights education will never be fully accomplished. Human rights education must be seen as a permanent task, like human rights, which are not only incidentally intervening agent. There are many examples of a sort of functional human rights illiteracy that occurs after periods of concentrated efforts. At the same time, linking human rights with various spheres of life and various groups calls for high-level specialists in specific areas. It goes without saying how important is the work of the global campus in this situation. Let me, in this context, congratulate the organizers for the selection of the topic of the present global classroom, responding to the need of specialization. In many areas affected by new technologies, the international community will continuously need to find human rights responses. Since during the days to come you will have the opportunity to discuss more in depth the related questions, I would not make further comment in this respect at the moment, but let me wish students and professors or wish exciting and conclusive deliberations during the days to come. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me please for the following concluding reflection. And I would like to ask for your permission that I will refer once again to Nelson Mandela. He said, "I have walked that long road to freedom. I have tried not to falter. I have made missteps along the way, but I have discovered the secret that after climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb." I believe that these words also apply to human rights education. And I believe that with Global Campus in its present shape, with its enormous potential of diversified experience, we can and we will climb the hills ahead on our road. Thank you very much.